So I'd like to continue my talk on the wealth of the poor by telling you about my friend, Richard Opagala. Richard served as a driver for World Vision in Kenya. And so I have been with him, interacted with him many times on trips to Kenya. But Richard had this appetite to learn more, to grow more, to improve his station in life, to continue to maximize his opportunity. And it probably was the first year we were there, but Steve Haas, who was considered the number 2 guy at World Vision, his title was Chief Catalyst. He led my first trip to Kenya ever, the trip that was so transformative for me. And Steve, when he talked to Richard and found out about this hunger he had to learn more, to grow more, to become more equipped so he could do more in his job, he left him a couple of books. I mean, old books, but books about leadership by John Maxwell. And Richard read them. And when I say read them, he devoured them. He read them voraciously. He learned them. He knew them practically cover to cover. These are probably the only 2 books he's ever owned. But he was going to maximize his learning. And so the only reason I know this is because he came and picked me up at the airport in Kisumu one day, and we're talking. And he is literally quoting Maxwell. I mean, backwards and forwards, just section after section, quote after quote, things that he learned, things he'd applied. And I said, Richard, where did you learn all this stuff? And he told me about the books that Steve Haas had left him. And I said, does Steve know the impact those books have had on your life? And he said, no, but next time I see him, I'm going to show him. He didn't say I'm going to tell him. He said I'm going to show him. Because literally, that's what he was doing to me. He was showing me this is not just something he knew up here. This is something he had integrated into his life. He had become better at what he was doing, so much so that he told me at the time he was going to apply for the director of transportation because he felt so equipped by these 2 books. And of course, next time I was there, I found out he got the promotion and he was now director of transportation. But I thought, he had 2 books, probably somewhat dated books on leadership by John Maxwell, but he devoured them. He consumed them. He made the most of what little he had and maximize it to improve his station in life. And Richard is not exceptional in that sense. Most of the people I have met on the African continent, if given half a chance to improve their station, to learn, to grow, will maximize every opportunity and integrate those into their life so that they can become better at what they do. This is a wealth that many Americans don't know, don't have. With an abundance of resources that surrounds us every day, with books galore about how we can improve our life, about how we can maximize our potential to make a difference in this world. Many of us just take them for granted. Those books lay on our shelves gathering dust. But thank God for the Richard Opagalas of the world, because they take what they've been given and they make maximum use of it. God bless you. I hope to see you again real soon.